Hi guys, and welcome back to the Crochet Toy YouTube channel. In today's video I have a Halloween themed tutorial for you, so that's why I've got my little ghost headband on. I've got my inflatable ghost next to me there as well, but it's actually not a ghost that we're going to be crocheting today. We're going to be crocheting the candy corn people from Adventure Time, so this is what it looks like. And yeah, so this is quite a beginner friendly project and quite a quick project as well, so if you don't have a lot of time this shouldn't take you too long. And yeah, as always, the written pattern is available on my blog for free, so you can click the link in the description to see that, and you can just have that open while you watch the video, or you can just use the written pattern if you don't need the video instructions. One thing I'll say about this is I do use the fake single crochet method when I change colour, just because I think it looks a little bit neater at the back, but you can just use the standard colour change method if you want. I mean, you can still obviously, even with the fake crochet method, you can still see where the colour change occurs, so it's up to you really if you want to make it a bit simpler than just use a standard colour change method, which I think I do show you in the video. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. For this pattern you'll be needing aran weight yarn in the following colours: white, orange and yellow. A stitch marker, I'm just using an offcut of some yarn there. Some scissors, your crochet hook, I'm using 4mm as I'm using aran weight yarn, but if you are using a different weight of yarn you may want to size up or size down. Some black embroidery thread, this is for adding the mouth details. You could also use some black yarn for this if you wanted to, or even felt perhaps. Your yarn needle. I've also got here some 6mm safety eyes. I've got 3 sets of these. Again, you could use felt, or you could use the embroidery thread, or even yarn to add the eye details if you wanted to. And then you'll also be needing some stuffing, and you'll need more than this, but this is just to demonstrate. So let's get into the tutorial. So to start off with, we're going to use our white yarn, and we're going to do 3 single crochets in a magic circle. Then for round 2, we're going to simply increase in each single crochet all the way around, and that will get us to 6 single crochets at the end of round 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm just going to talk you through the next few rounds because they're very simple and just doing more increases in increments of 3 each round. So for round 3, you're going to do single crochet increase and repeat that pattern twice more to get you to 9 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 4, 2 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 12 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 5, 3 single crochets increase, repeat twice more to get you to 15 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 6, 4 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 18 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 7, 5 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 21 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 8, 6 single crochets increase, repeat twice more to get you to 24 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 9, 7 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 27 single crochets at the end of the round. And then finally round 10, 8 single crochets increase and repeat that twice more to get you to 30 single crochets at the end of the round. So I'll meet you at the end of round 10, as that is when we're going to change colour to orange. So I'm just on the final single crochet of round 10, and I'm going to change my colour to orange at this point. Now you could either use the standard colour change method, where you just simply, instead of pulling through in white on the final single crochet, you instead pull through your orange yarn like this, and then now you've changed colour to orange and you can just continue going on with this. Or if you want to, you can use the fake single crochet method to try and disguise the colour change a little bit more. So for that, you'll just do your final single crochet as normal with your white yarn, and then you'll cut your yarn leaving a very short tail, which I've already done here. Pull it through, then just flip your work over, skip the next single crochet and go into this one here, pull the yarn tail through like this, then go back to that final single crochet of round 10 into the front loop only from our perspective, and then pull that yarn tail through again. And as you can see, we've now created this fake single crochet here on top of the existing one, and this helps to, as I mentioned, disguise somewhat where the round ended. Obviously you can still see a slight dip here, but it's less obvious than it was before. So if you're using that method, you would then need to reattach the orange yarn. I'm going to reattach it into the fake single crochet stitch because I want to ensure that the increases of the next round still line up with where they would have been if we'd have used the normal colour change method. So that's what I'm just going to do now. So now we've got our orange colour, and what we're going to do for round 11 is we're going to do 9 single crochets to start with. And then we're going to do an increase. And you're just going to repeat that twice more, and that'll get you to 33 single crochets at the end of round 11. Then I'm just going to talk you through the next 9 rounds until we get to our next colour change, which is going to be to yellow. So for round 12, you're going to just single crochet all the way around. Round 13, 10 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 36 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 14, single crochet all the way around. Round 15, 11 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 39 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 16, single crochet all the way around. Round 17, 12 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 42 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 18, single crochet all the way around. Round 19, 13 single crochet increase, repeat twice more to get you to 45 single crochets at the end of the round. And then finally round 20, single crochet all the way around. So I will meet you at round 20 and we'll do the colour change together. So now I've come to the end of round 20 and I'm going to change colour to yellow using the fake single crochet method again. So I'm just taking out my stitch marker here. So I'm just going to pull my yarn tail through because I've already cut my yarn. Then I'm going to skip the next single crochet and go into this second one here, pull the yarn through, and then go back into the front loop only from our perspective of the last single crochet of round 20 and just pull that tail through again. So we've got our fake single crochet right here, and I'm just going to reattach the yellow yarn into that fake single crochet stitch that we just created. And now I'm going to start round 21. So for round 21 we're going to start off by doing 14 single crochets. There's 14, and then we're just going to do an increase. And then we're just going to repeat that pattern twice more until we get to the end of round 21, and we should have 48 single crochets at that point. I'm just going to talk you through the remaining few rounds until we start decreasing because again they're pretty much in line with what we've been doing with the other colours. So for round 22, you're just going to single crochet all the way around in each of those 48 single crochets. For round 23, you're going to do 15 single crochet increase and repeat that twice more to get you to 51 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 24, single crochet in each of the single crochets all the way around. Round 25, 16 single crochets increase and repeat that twice more to get you to 54 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 26, you're just going to single crochet all the way around. Round 27, 17 single crochet increase, repeat that twice more to get you to 57 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 28, single crochet all the way around. Round 29, 18 single crochet increase, repeat that twice more to get you to 60 single crochets at the end of the round. And then finally round 30, single crochet all the way around. So yeah, I'll meet you at the end of round 30, as that's when we're going to place the eyes, start doing some stuffing potentially, and then do the decrease rounds to finish this piece off. So I've reached the end of round 30 and this is what it's looking like, and at this point you're going to want to start stuffing. So I've added a good amount of stuffing just so that you can see what the shape's going to look like, because I think that's going to help with your eye placement. It's kind of hard to place the eyes while this is still flat in my opinion, so that's why I've done this now. So where you place the eyes is going to obviously depend on what your candy corn looks like, because it's probably going to look slightly different to my one. But as a guide, I would suggest that you make sure that the back of round 30 is at the, the end of round 30 is at the back of the candy corn, so that you've got kind of the cleanest side as your face. And then what I would do is I would add the eyes between, so at the top here I've done it between rounds 5 and 6, and I've made sure that they're let's see, 1, 2, 3 stitches apart at the top. And then for the orange part I've done the eyes between rounds 13 and 14, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches apart. And then for the yellow bit, I've placed the eyes between rounds 23 and 24, again 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches apart. So you may find that that doesn't look right on your candy corn, so just place them however you feel is best, and potentially have a picture of the Adventure Time candy corn up while you do it, just as a guide. But now that we've placed the eyes, the other thing that I am going to do at this point is I'm going to start embroidering the mouth, because I might as well. You can wait until the end to do this, but I'm just going to do it now because I don't like doing this part, so I just want to get it out the way. So if you grab your black embroidery thread, let's have a go at doing that. So I've got my embroidery thread now, and I'm just going to do this quite simply. So I'm just going to feed the yarn through to a nearby stitch, so here for example, and then I am just going to go in 1 single crochet down and out nearby as well, so like that. And I'm just going to go back into that stitch and back out through a back stitch like this. So that is the first mouth. Like if you don't like it, just keep playing around with it, just take it out and try some other stitches. And sometimes you have to actually put your needle into sort of in between 2 stitches as well to get the right kind of distance on either side, because it can look a bit lopsided. So you'll see that, you know, this side does look slightly longer than this one, so it's not perfect, but I think I'm probably happy with that. So if you just make sure that you do a mouth like that for each of these, so just do one down here as well, then that's basically it for the face details. And then we can just close this up now, so we can do the final few rounds, and then we'll just need to add the arms and legs, and then we're pretty much done. So I'll meet you once you've added all your mouths. So I've finished adding the mouth details now, and this is what it's looking like. So now we're just going to be closing up the bottom of this effectively. So we're just going to be doing some decrease rounds in increments of 6, so pretty standard decrease rounds. So I'll just start off round number 31 with you. So we're going to start by doing 8 single crochets, and then we're going to do a decrease, and we're going to just repeat that pattern 5 more times. That'll get us to 54 single crochets at the end of round 31, and then I'm just going to talk you through the remaining few rounds because it is basically the same kind of thing. So for round 32 we're going to do 7 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 48 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 33, 6 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 42 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 34, 5 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 36 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 35, 4 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 30 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 36, 3 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 24 single crochets at the end of the round. Round 37, 2 single crochet decrease, repeat 5 more times to get you to 18 single crochets at the end of the round. And just as a reminder, at this point you'd want to add any remaining stuffing that you need. So if you need to top up on stuffing, do that at round 37. And then for round 38 you're just going to do single crochet decrease and repeat that 5 more times to get you to 12 single crochets at the end of the round. And then finally, round 39, you're just going to decrease all the way around. So I will meet you at the end of round 39. So I got to the end of round 39 and this is what it's looking like now. So now we just need to close up this hole at the bottom here. So if you just make sure you leave a bit of a tail when you cut your yarn. And then if you just weave your yarn tail through the front loops only of each of the final 6 single crochets from the last round. 1, 2, 3, whoops, sorry. 4, 5 and 6, and then if you pull that should close up the hole there. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm just going to weave that tail through to a random stitch at the back. Don't pull too hard. I'm just going to cut that. I might zoom out actually to give you a better view of what this is looking like now. So here we go. That's what it's looking like. So now all we're missing is the arms for the white and the orange faces, and then there needs to be some legs at the bottom for the yellow part. So let's start by making the arms first. So grab your white and orange yarn. So the white and orange arms are made in exactly the same way, so you're going to want to make 2 of each colour. So I've got my 2 orange ones here and I've got my 1 white one here, so I need to make 1 more white one. So I'll show you the beginning of that now. It's really straightforward. So for round 1 you're just going to want to do 3 single crochets in a magic circle. And then all you're going to want to do is for rounds 2 to 6, you're just going to want to single crochet all the way around. So that's 5 rounds of doing that. And as you'll be able to see, you know, this may get quite tight because these are just rounds of 3 single crochet, which is quite small rounds. So my suggestion is just take your time with it, be patient. And if you're struggling to get your hook into the single crochets, then potentially you could even use some DK yarn and size down on your hook size if you wanted to potentially make it a bit easier to make the arms. But I find that I can just about get my hook in when I'm using my 4mm hook and my aran weight yarn. So I'm just trying to, as I mentioned, be just patient and take my time with this. So I am just finishing up round 3 now, so this is quite quick in a way because there's only 5 rounds of single crocheting all the way around. So I just need to do 3 more rounds of single crocheting all the way around, and that will bring me to the end of round 6, and then the arm is done. So I'll meet you at that point. So I've reached the end of round 6 and this is what it's looking like. So you literally just need to cut your yarn, leaving a bit of a tail for sewing. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take our arms, so all 4 of them, and we're going to grab our candy corn, and you basically just want to position the arms so that they're just below the eyes, kind of like this, and you're just going to sew them down using your yarn needle. So I'll just start doing this one as an example. So I'm just gonna go into some stitches near the eye, just sew that down. Doesn't have to be an exact science, just go and do whatever looks best for your candy corn. So yeah, just kind of like that. I might sew down a few more stitches just to make it a bit more flat to the candy corn rather than sticking out like this, but you can sort of position it however you like the look of best. So I'm just going to sew down all 4 of those arms, and then I'll meet you again, and then we'll just make the legs and sew those, and then we're done. I've sewn down the arms now, as you can see. So the final step is just making the 2 legs to go at the bottom here. So I've made one already just to show you what it's going to look like. So it just looks like this. Again, quite a simple piece with just a bit of decreasing needed at this point so that you can create this little bend here. So basically we just need to start off by doing 4 single crochets in a magic circle. Then for rounds 2 and 3 we're just going to single crochet all the way around. Just going to snip the tail now because it's getting in my way. So now we're on to round 4, and all you need to do is just do 1 decrease to start off with. May be a little tight. And then you're going to do 2 increases. So this is the first increase. And then this is the second. And as I mentioned, this round is going to allow you to make that kind of ankle bend as I showed you in the other leg. Cool, so now at the end of round 4 you should have 5 single crochets all the way around, and as you can see this is kind of how the foot is going to bend, and then you just need to do 4 rounds of single crocheting all the way around, so that'll be rounds 5 to 8. So I'll meet you at the end of round 8, and then we'll just sew the legs to the candy corn and then we're done. So I've just reached the end of round 8 and this is what it's looking like. So it's finished, you just need to cut your yarn, leaving a bit of a tail for sewing. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our candy corn, and you're just going to sew these down to the bottom of the candy corn. I might just zoom out so you can get a potentially better view of that. So I'm probably going to sew mine about, let me have a look and see, probably around here. So I think that would be, let's see, what round would that be? Probably around round 35, I would say, on either side, obviously, like that. But again, just have a look and see what fits yours best. So I'm just going to sew those down with whip stitches like I did for the arms up here, and then I'll just show you when that's finished and then we're done. I finished sewing down the legs and this is the final product. So what's quite nice about this is you can sit it up as well, so I think that's quite cute. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.